All right, for those that don't know what Splitgate is, at one time we played this game before it was even called Splitgate. It was actually called like Wormholes or something like that. But it's like Halo portals merged into one. Instead of you approaching a 1v1 where you have a gun and they have a gun, and it's like, which one of us has the better gun skill? There are portals involved where you literally will place a portal next to you and then a portal, say, behind them. And you can either go through the portal and shoot them, or better yet, you can actually shoot through the portal and shoot them. It was a trippy game, man. It was truly a trippy game. And I felt like the game did pretty well at launch. And then whenever we had or when they launched in our console, the game really, really blew up. Anybody know what happened to Splitgate? Like for a while there, man, like it was the game. I feel like Halo Infinite came out and kind of everybody defaulted to Halo because of Halo, right? It was hold on. Before we get into this, Splitgate was a passion project from a bunch of college students. They didn't want something like that to blow up, so they pulled the resources and wanted to go all out on a better game. I got you. Yeah, I've actually had multiple conversations with, I want to say at the time when it was Wormholes, it was one of two developers. And, you know, they were really cool, man. You could tell there's a lot of love put into Splitgate. So let's take a look at Splitgate 2 and see what they have to offer in this next one.
From underdogs to champions! This is how legends are born!
Do you worry about living up to the hype?
I don't worry about anything. What's the point of putting your life on the line if you're not having a little fun?
Dude.
If you're not willing to sacrifice everything, then you don't want it bad enough.
I'm gonna fight.
4.
Victory becomes a choice. You either take it or you don't.
3. Let's do it.
Are they adding abilities?
Take back this mind. 2. 1.
Gotcha.
Holy shit! Okay, so you got portal still. There's that straight up Titan barricade. A lot of new weapons.
Back with the vengeance.
A tracking rocket, okay. Okay, guys.
You know you don't get extra
That looks
points
good,
for
man.
style, right?
Well, when I'm done, they're gonna have to change that rule.
Muting chat.
All right, I need to know. Okay, what's the approach here with Splitgate? By the way, for those that, man, we got to go watch the original like Wormhole trailer, like when it went before it became Splitgate, like because it a 9-day difference between the quality here from then to now. Granted, they didn't have the budget back then. It was literally 2 developers back then, so obviously they wouldn't be able to present something as high quality as this right here. But from what I'm getting right here, you're gonna have, it looks like almost like classes, like straight up classes and abilities. Skill-based matchmaking is gonna bury it. Oh my God. All right, can we talk about is there any links on what Splitgate 2 has to offer? Because the abilities is a big one. By the way, for those that are watching like the portals and stuff like that, where they gain momentum and stuff like that, that's exactly how those portals work. You actually, like where you place them, you can create momentum that will sling you across the map. Destiny is so much inspiration for these games. Oh yeah, I mean, well, just about every developer I talk to, which obviously we play Destiny a bunch, but just about every developer I talk to, they mention Destiny in some way. Like they always bring up whether it was Remnant. And when we talked to the devs over there, and they talked about the inspiration that Destiny brought, hence why some of the guns, like one of the guns was very similar to Sunshot, whether it's First Descendant, and literally them having conversations about how they wanted to go about creating First Descendant and approaching any game, and how they focused, actually seemed like they hyper focused on Destiny in a lot of ways, which was the opposite of what Anthem and BioWare did, which was like, don't talk about Destiny, which was also really odd too, because when we were at the Anthem event, the capture event, this is before it launched, I would say 80% of the creators there, streamers and YouTubers, were all Destiny creators. So for them to not talk about it in the studio, or they didn't bring up, or they, well, again, this is off of, who was it that did the research? Was it Jason Schreier that said that Destiny was just like a bad word that you just couldn't mention? But yeah, obviously there's a lot of inspiration. There is a lot of inspiration that Destiny brings to the table, but whatever that inspiration may have been originally with the first Splitgate definitely has, I mean, they are forging their own path, right? The abilities may have some similarities here and there, but you could draw those comparisons to a lot of different games, right? But dude, when I first saw this opening sequence right here, I thought, the first thing I thought of was like Sparrow Racing League with this armor, you know what I mean? So, but again, do we have any type of a readout or article from the devs here on what exactly they're doing here with Splitgate 2? Are we going to have a class system? Are we going to get abilities added to these classes? Because we see them in action. Are they locked to a class, or are they free flowing? Splitgate 1, how much did it cost? How much did they charge? Was Splitgate 1 free? It was free. Well, I guess we can assume Splitgate 2 will most likely be free. Not gonna lie, when I first saw Splitgate, I thought it was a straight up Halo clone. Again, there's a lot of similarities to Halo. There's inspirations that are drawn from other games. However, the portal feature inside of Splitgate is the most unique thing I've ever played within an FPS game. It's wild. The amount of big brain moves you can pull on opponents in that game is insane. So much so, like every encounter leaves you, especially if you go against someone who is really, really good at portal placement. Dude, they're the most annoying people to go up against. Guys, we're excited about Splitgate. I'm looking forward to playing this game. I've got a lot of love for the devs. You know, I got a lot of love what they bring to arena shooters, and I think that's something that we've been in low supply of for a while, especially when BRs were really blowing up. This was a breath of fresh air there. So really excited to see what this new version is. As soon as we get news on what their class system is going to be, their abilities, things like that, we'll be covering that as well.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.